guys! So my friend Taylor recently did a 50 things about me video, and I thought it was about time I did one because you guys don't really know anything about me. So yeah, let's do it. I am Canadian. I am from Victoria, BC. It is a town on the west coast. It's on an island. It's a really beautiful place. I have one sister. She is younger than me and we have the exact same voice, so when we answer the phone our friends will just assume that it's the person they want to talk to and just start talking to us. The only things I like to drink are water, tea, and juice, and sometimes hot chocolate. I don't really like carbonated drinks or drinks with sugar in them, so I really don't like soda. I don't drink much alcohol, and I don't really like coffee, but I am a big tea drinker. I am such a tea addict. My favorite ice cream flavor is cotton candy. The only two types of music that I listen to regularly are metal and K-pop. My favorite number is 4, but in Japan 4 represents death, so it's kind of awkward. Tofu and broccoli are two of my top favorite foods. I don't like any hard candies, including lollipops. I don't know why, I've never liked them. I have a skin disorder called vitiligo, which means that my skin loses patches of pigment in random areas all over my body. You guys commented once when you saw it on my hand. I don't know if you can tell here, but see how it's whiter than the rest of my hand? I'm lucky because I am very pale to start with, so you can't really notice it, but I also have a big patch around my eye here, so when I'm not wearing makeup you can kind of see that. But if I don't get a tan, it's not really that noticeable, so I don't mind it, but I try to avoid getting a tan because it becomes very obvious when the rest of my skin is a darker color. I'm not a big TV watcher, but the only shows that I really enjoy watching are ones that are about ghosts or aliens. One of my favorite movies is called The Game. I recommend watching it if you haven't seen it yet. I used to be horribly addicted to Neopets, and when I say horribly I mean like from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep I would be playing Neopets. I had like a guild and I had all the rare items. I kicked ass at that game, and to be honest I kind of miss it. I am a chapstick addict. I probably own about 30 of them. If I go out and I realize that I forgot to bring my chapstick with me, I will buy a new one. My favorite Pokemon is Paris because he has the cutest voice ever. About 90% of my wardrobe is either black or white or gray, and the other 10% is crazy bright colors or pastels. I am 165 centimeters tall. I didn't have a cell phone all through high school, and the first time I got one I was 19 years old. That was like my third year in university. I can't sleep unless my room is pitch black, and it bothers me so much when people put on music when they go to sleep. Like I would sleep over at my friend's house and they would put on music when it was time for bed, and I cannot sleep because I'll focus on the music and it just, oh my god, it drives me insane. I love horror movies. 95% of the movies I watch are horror movies, and I've probably seen every horror movie that was ever made, pretty much, and I still really haven't found any that I really enjoy. They're never scary enough. Roller coasters scare the hell out of me and I hate them. I don't script any of my videos except for this one because there was no way that I could remember 50 things, but I absolutely hate writing, so I will avoid it at all costs. I used to have my nose, my lip, and my tragus pierced, but I took them out when I came to Japan because people aren't very accepting of piercings here and I probably wouldn't have been able to get any work. I used to love the Ninja Turtles when I was little, and I still do. My favorite was Raphael, and I was pretty much in love with him. I honestly have no plans for the future. The only thing I know is that I want a house with at least 4 cats in it. I was in university for about 10 years. 10 years, guys! I completed 2 degrees and another tourism program. I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I would finish a program and then I'd be like, nah, I don't really want to work in a job related to this, and then I would start something else. And then something else, and it just, yeah, it added up to about 10 years. And I'm really, really excited to be all finished with it now because I hate studying in school. I can't stand it. My birthday is April 23rd. I'm a Taurus, and unlike my profile on Famous Birthdays says, I am not 30, I am still 29. I played jazz saxophone for 5 years. I played alto and I also played baritone, and it was my favorite thing ever. But when I left high school, I didn't really have any opportunity to play it anymore, so I stopped, and I really miss it. I used to have platinum blonde hair and I really loved it, and I always think about dyeing it again, but the upkeep is pretty intense, so I'm not sure if I ever will. I love cleaning, vacuuming, and organizing. Honestly, everything except for doing the dishes. I think it's gross. I don't like touching them. So if you come to my house, you'll probably notice that the dishes are never washed. I kind of just like leave them there until I have no dishes left, and then I'll finally do them. That's because I hate getting my hands dirty. I was a carpenter for about 10 years in Canada, and it's probably the worst job for me because every time I would get something on my hands, I would have to go to the washroom and wash them, and the person that I worked with, it would drive him insane. But I just hate the feeling of having dirty hands. I'm addicted to an app called Line Play, and I'm not even like addicted to the main part of it. I'm addicted to the little bonus game called Fruit Monsters. If any of you have played it, you probably know how addictive it is. I'm on level like 250 or something, and it's getting kind of crazy. I play it every night before I go to bed. I hate hot weather. The summer in Japan drives me crazy. I just want to stay inside and never leave my house. I have horrible eyesight and I own several pairs of glasses, but I never wear them because I don't like how they look. The only countries I have visited are America, Cuba, Germany, Korea, and Japan, and I would like to visit lots more because I love traveling. I absolutely hate the smell of perfumes unless they are cotton candy or fruit scented. My favorite computer game is Commander Keen. I don't know if anyone else out there knows it, but I used to play it so much that I could get through the first level with my eyes closed. My favorite holiday is Halloween because I love dressing up. I absolutely love hiking and walking. I could walk all day long and not get tired. I think it's really fun, and that's where I get most of my exercise. I read every single one of my comments on YouTube probably about 10 times each because the comment system sucks, and even when you click new comment it doesn't show you the newest comments, and I'm always coming back to check them, even comments on old videos. So rest assured I read every single one of your comments. I don't have time to reply to all of them, but I am definitely reading them and I appreciate every single one of them, so thanks guys. My favorite childhood movies are The Neverending Story and Labyrinth. My favorite part about myself is my nails. They have always been really long and easy to grow, and they're really strong, and the shape is always nice. I always have them painted. I didn't have nail polish on my nails for about a whole week this year, and I think that was the first time in about 5 years that I've ever done that, and it felt weird. I just love having my nails painted. I love Japanese sports cars. My favorite are Skyline R32 and 34, Nissan Silvia S15, and the Toyota Supra. I used to be obsessed with wrestling. My favorite wrestlers were Hulk Hogan, when he was called that, and more recently, The Rock. I love staying inside. I would much rather spend the day inside playing video games or watching a movie than going out and doing anything. 我会说一点中文. Even though there is a cat bus in Totoro, my favorite Ghibli movie is Princess Mononoke. One of my goals while living in Japan that I haven't completed yet is learning how to play Tsugaru Shamisen. My favorite YouTubers to watch are PDR-san and Abroad in Japan because I love their sense of humor. I hate white sugar and I don't put it on anything. If I want to sweeten something, I will always use honey. I absolutely hate flying in airplanes. That's horrible for me because I fly quite often for work and for travel because I love traveling. But yeah, I somehow get through it. I don't let it hold me back from going places because that would suck. But yeah, I'm so terrified and I think I'm gonna die every time. Alright guys, that was 50 things about me. Did you learn something new? I would also like to learn something about you guys. So in the comments, tell me one thing about yourselves. It can be whatever you like. Just one interesting fact that you would like me to know. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!